Hello, good afternoon, morning, evening, night, whatever the timeline you're watching me from. You're welcome to this class. You're welcome to Module 2 of this training. And I will be facilitating this segment of the training together with my colleague. My name is Ola-Davies and my colleague is Oyedonton Adediran. You are welcome to Module 2. And Module 2, Submodule 3, the theme is creating an instructional video. You are welcome on board. You're welcome. Our learning objective is how to create instructional video. That is our learning objective under this Submodule 3. And what are the learning outcomes? By the end of this lesson, you will be able to list the steps to creating instructional video, and also you will be able to produce instructional video. So there will be a hands-on session in which you will be able to practice what we are going to teach, and that is the beauty of it. So what are instructional videos? Instructional videos are videos that show how to do something or explain a process or a concept. Instructional videos are considered to be educational in nature, and it can range from tutorials to lectures, Instructional videos will help you to simplify a concept through visuals. In other words, you see, so it helps one to visualize, the concept. It also could be entertaining, and truly, instructional videos can be fun to create. Instructional video can be used in any industry: educational, engineering, medical, any industry. Instructional videos can be useful. What are the properties or characteristics of instructional video? One is focus. Instructional video is focused on teaching. The whole essence is to teach. The whole essence is to teach. And instructional video, has visual cues that will highlight key information. Instructional video also will help to minimize the use of on-screen text. So instead of, just writing words and words, you can just do instructional videos to teach. And note that your slides that you use for your lecture, may not work in a video. It is critical for us to build a slide deck that is clear, simple, and visually compelling. I want us to know those keywords. They must be clear, simple, and visually compelling. Also, another property of instructional video is goals. What are the goals? Instructional videos are made, to introduce new ideas, new topics. Can also be made to share concepts, can also be made to inspire. All these are characteristics of or properties of instruction. Creating instructional video also costs you 0 naira to infinity, depending on how you want it, what you want. If you want it to be high tech, then you need to acquire some things. But honestly, you can do instructional video even without spending a dime. All you need is expertise. The expertise, self to major film production specialist. Also, what are the tools that you need, for you to create instructional videos? You can actually use your smartphone to do your instructional video. You can do it with using your personal computer, and then you can now go on to using expensive cameras and lightnings. It depends on what you really have and what you really want to use and how you want it to be. So you don't have to have so much for you to do instructional video. And if you want to be of a high quality, then you can now try to acquire so much more for you to get better production. Now, what are the types of instructional videos? It can be lecture, in form of a lecture in which you record a class about a topic, about a topic before the class. You can actually record, and now you can now send it to the class to teach at any particular point in time. Also, you can have another type which is in the micro video form, and this is a form that gives brief explanation. This one will focus on teaching a single or a narrow topic, and that is why the name micro video. Also, you can have tutorial videos in which you have this kind of a video. We give step-by-step instruction, something referred to as how-to, videos. I'm sure some of us, we must have, gone to YouTube to look at some videos, unboxing this kind of phone, unboxing this kind of computer, unboxing this, unboxing that. Those are tutorial videos, and they are actually instructional. Also, there can be training videos. Training videos are videos that explain or aid in development of a skill. So, for example, you want to learn how to cook edikaikon. So you can actually go on YouTube and get the training, get a video that will train on how to do. So there are many videos out there that can actually teach you one skill or the other. Those are training types of videos. Also, there could be screencasts in which, this one is teaching by using a screen recording. That's what we call a screencast. You can also have infographic videos. And these leverage on animations, to explain or to teach a topic that you have, to pass the message across to your audience. Those are infographic videos. To create instructional videos, there are steps that one needs to take. The steps that we need to, follow one after the other. The first is to know your audience. What kind of audience do you have? Are they young? Are they adults? Are they old? Are they students? Those are the things that will determine the kind of video that you want to make. So there's a need for you to be familiar with your audience, to have an idea of who are in my audience. Also, there's a need to choose video type, adequate video type or suitable video type. You can actually, there's a need to write your storyboard. In other words, for you to have a flow when you are doing your video, there's a need to have a script, or a storyboard that will highlight step by step of what you want to teach in your video. Also, there's going to be a record narration, or capture or record video. So whatever tool you are using must have a recording, facility in which you can now, do your recording. After you must have finished your recording, just like what we did in this module, you need to edit. There might be a need to edit in which some portion you want to cut some portion off, or you want to remove a part of the video. That's what we call editing of the video. There's also that stage or that step in creating your instructional video. Also, there's a portion in which you need to add a video intro. In other words, you add an introduction to your video in such a manner that your video is not just without a tag. It's like tagging your video, saying this video is about this or that, instead of just, leaving your video anyhow. After you have done the tagging, you can now go ahead to share or to publish your video. You can actually share, or publish your video. When you publish your video, you now determine how you want to publish it. Do you want it to be published so that everybody can see it? Or do you want it for a specific set of people? Or do you want it for, or to be private, So those are the things that you determine when you are publishing your video. Now let's quickly talk about tips for creating effective instructional video. Number one, you need to set your environment. So your environment should be without distraction. A quiet environment is always recommended, because in a loud or noisy environment, you are not likely going to have a good instructional video. When you are about to start your video, there's a need for you to introduce yourself. Your audience needs to know who you are and what you are about, doing. So there's a need for you to introduce yourself. We all saw that at the beginning. I introduced myself and I introduced my colleague with which we are facilitating Module 2. So there's a need for one to introduce oneself to your audience. Also, it is important that the video is kept short. When a video is unnecessarily long, you lose your audience. The audience gets distracted. The audience becomes uninterested. At the end of the day, you lose them. So there's a need for us to keep our video segment short. Also, we need to speak to camera directly and naturally. Just speak to the camera directly. Also record straight, and then you can now edit after. Let there be a flow. Also, you can discuss one major point. Also, one can use leading questions. If there's a need for one, to discuss, there's a need, you can use leading questions. And there's no perfect way to do it. That's just the truth. You start and do it one after the other. And as long as you do it, practice will make perfect at the end of the day. So there's a need to practice. If there's no practice, there will be no perfection at the end of the day. So after your video is made, there's a need to upload the video to YouTube. And then you can now put your link on your LMS, or, you can actually send your link also to your students, So what are the steps you need to do? What to do for you to upload your video to YouTube? You need to ensure that you have a Gmail account. And then there's a need for you open the YouTube app. After you have ensured that you have an account, you open the YouTube app. Then click on the create video icon. If you look at the app, you see create video icon. So click on it, select upload file. Note that you are not going live at this point in time. So do not go live. Just select upload file and then simply upload your video. They add a description or a thumbnail, which is not compulsory, but it's good. It's good because it helps whoever is searching, if your video is public, to get what to see your video. So add a description, select audience. When you select audience, it's like you are targeting a particular set of individuals. So you can say this is for kids or for adults, or if it's for women alone or for men, you can just, there's that provision, on YouTube while you are uploading your video. You can now save or publish. You can save or publish. And when you save and publish, you can determine the visibility of your video. That's the beauty of it. You can say you don't want too many people to see it. You can determine, you can choose your visibility. You can choose private. That shows you have, it's a selective set of individuals that are expected to see it. You can do unlist, or you can make it public. That shows anybody, anywhere can see your video. Then all you need to do after that is to copy your video link. Just copy your video link. You can copy that from the clipboard. Just copy your video link and share as you desire. You can share to your friends, share to your students, share to your colleagues, or wherever you want it to get to, you share. And you can now find your video on your YouTube channel. That is the end of this session. And once that is done, it shows your instructional video is made, is available to your selected audience, and that is all for it. Thank you so much for being here. You are well appreciated. Hope you have got value for your time. Thank you.